What's good? It's your boy Shimmy, and today we back with some more Dandadan. So lock the f in. Yes, you. I'm gonna tell your grandma myself this time. And let's get into it. Boom, we start with Okarun going to a Maid cafe and Momo is actually working there. Bro got dragged there by her friends. And because she actually works there, Shorty's gotta do all these poses in front of Okarun. But after she finishes her shift, Okarun goes to meet her and they walk home. Now we cut back to the crib and Gigi's training to hold his spiritual pressure. Anthony Davis tries to move him, but he won't even budge. Bro's really starting to master his power. Now bad gal Seiko says, "Aye, get some hot water ready. We're gonna try to make you control your power." So boom, she goes and drops some soy sauce and it lands on his hand, and instantly Evil Eye tries to come out. He's about to transform, but luckily Gigi suppresses it. I can't lie, that's me at 2 AM suppressing the urge to gamble. I never win though. Momo and them finally get home and they're like, damn, this place is cold as hell, and she gets a drink of some hot water. Parts of their house are really made out of cardboard right now. See, this is when you'd actually start gambling so you can win a house. Gigi and Ira walk up to them and they both bump into each other and her bubble tea spills all over him. And y'all already know what that means. That means Evil Eye is coming. So boom, they all get ready to throw hot water at Evil Eye, but he puts up his domain quick and blocks the water. Now they can't turn him back.
Shit ain't got serious, man.
To make matters worse, Momo is trapped in his domain with him and he's just walking her down. Now Okarun says, "Bitch, let me fight you instead," and he transforms. But he can't get in. He can't even make his own domain yet. Seiko tries to use a talisman to get in, but that don't even work either. It's looking like a GG no re. All Okarun can do is just watch as bro goes to punch her. But Momo ain't no scrub. She grabs him and pushes him to the wall. But remember, this is Evil Eye's domain. He makes the domain smaller and smaller so he can just grab her by the neck. Bro's about to end her, but she spits the hot water she drank earlier in his face and he finally transforms back. He's like, "Damn, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to." And this guy Okarun pulls up and pushes him away. Not gonna lie, that's real though. But Seiko tells Gigi, "Hey, listen broski, it's not your fault. You just have a curse." After that, they all go to bed and Okarun can't even sleep. He starts thinking, I gotta get stronger for my shots. Yeah, that's me editing videos at 2 AM. My sleep schedule, cooked. That's why today's video is sponsored by Manta Sleep. They make the most comfortable sleep mask and accessories in the world. The Manta Sound Sleep Mask isn't just 100% blackout, it's got built-in Bluetooth speakers. So I can literally fall asleep listening to my favorite music, audiobook, or podcast, all without headphones jabbing me in the ear. With adjustable straps and custom fit eye cups, the mask fits perfectly to your face while blocking 100% of the light. And it works for side sleepers like me, so I can wear it all night without feeling anything on my eyes. Now instead of staying awake until 4 AM in the morning, I put this on, press play, and I'm out in minutes. If you're struggling to get real rest, head over to mantasleep.com right now and use code SHIMMY for 10% off. Trust me, this is the last sleeping mask you'll ever need. Back to the show, he goes to this praying mantis and says, "Broski, can you teach me how to throw a punch?" "Hell nah, violence is bad. Stop the violence."
Stop the violence.
So Okarun goes back home and says, "I'ma learn how to punch myself." Then he sees Gigi, and these guys can't even look at each other. Also, does Okarun like ever go home? Does he even have a family? Why have I never seen it? Someone let me know if he does. We cut to Anthony Davis and he's talking to Seiko, and he says, "We can't do this, gang. Living with an evil spirit? That shit don't even make no sense. I'ma call Metallica to pull up so we can exercise him." Now this Okarun guy is practicing how to throw a punch from a manga? Hold on, is bro reading Ippo or is that Joe? W reference, by the way. But Turbo pulls up and says, "Yo, what kind of dance is that, yo, leave me alone. Why are you trying to practice how to punch?" And Okarun says, "I gotta pack up that bitch Evil Eye and show him I'm big dog." Then Turbo says, "Do you want to get stronger or learn how to throw a punch?" Gang, I want to throw a punch so I can get stronger. What's not clicking? Listen, a punch ain't gonna make you stronger. That faster than you, stronger than you. I can't lie, he's cooler than you too. And she asks, "Are you trying to become strong or trying to throw a punch? Which one?"
Which one?
Shit, I'm trying to get strong, and Turbo says, "Follow me." But someone else is watching them. It's Ira, and she starts following them. They end up at a school and he hops over the fence and Shorty pulls up and she says, "What the hell are y'all doing?" But she ends up joining them too. They all go in and they end up in a music room. Are they about to start singing or what's going on? Turbo Granny starts playing the piano and she says, "Start jumping with the notes." And and he starts jumping like a bunny. She says, listen, that's your tempo. This is Evil Eye's tempo. The time you take to do one jump, bro already hit 4 moves and hit the Dougie too. Okarun's like, wait, hold on, is he faster than you? Hell nah, I'm talking about you. Your tempo, your rhythm is shit. Bro, have you never been dancing? Even Silky is a 4 switch. You're just a 2 switch. Then music starts playing again, but it wasn't Turbo Granny. It's Beethoven? And the man starts playing loud and everything gets distorted. Bro said, who's making that shit ass music? All these musicians from the past pull up, but Turbo Granny says, oh, who's making that noise? Oh, it's these two right here. Yeah, it's them. And bro hits the piano again and it hits them. They both transform and Ira's like, what the hell is that attack? But Okarun's still in his Sasuke type bag. He says, what a bummer. Now all the Mandem start shooting at them, but Okarun says, alright, let me get serious. He runs in with the quickness, but that was all a part of their plan. These aren't regular music notes, these are bombs. And the man just gets caught. Turbo Granny's like, gang, I know you got my power and all, but learn how to dodge. She tells him, don't get hit by a rest symbol. You won't be able to move if you do. So what does a treble clef do then? Then they look at Beethoven in them and they're like, so how are we supposed to dodge this? Then they use domain expansion and transport them to a field. And Depressed Kun is like, I just want to go home. But the ops start their barrage of music notes. They're trying to dodge, but Shorty's feet keep sinking in the ground, so it's starting to look grim. Then Beethoven hits another note. And his homie says, poopy poopy? Bro, what does that have to do with music or literally anything that's happening? And the next one's talking about father, father. Yeah, I think these guys are just crazy. But then they up the tempo and start shooting even more. Okarun is just guarding himself in the back, but Ira, she gets it now. She's dodging them all easy. Turbo's like, don't admire her, you need to do that too or we're cooked, ho. Then this guy gets hit by a rest symbol and he can't move anymore and he just gets blasted bad. Pause. Bro's mask even starts to break. Ira's like, you bitch, get down here and fight. But then she remembered Beethoven's death, so she does the hand signs instead. Now she's still fighting them and we just see Okarun out of his transformation on the sideline. Bro's like, damn, she's good but I can't do shit. Am I not the main character anymore? Am I about to be replaced? I fought aliens, ghosts, and I'm still this weak? And Turbo Granny's like, Lil you, if you got time to cry, get up and scrap. What are we talking about? Turbo Granny says the tempo of her performance is increasing. She ain't got much time left in her. Don't try to remember their music. Just do some shit that you know. Then just move your body to that rhythm. Hit the Dougie, whatever you gotta do. Okay, what about some Lil Yachty? Hell no. Okay, what about some Rod Wave? Very on brand, but no, that's not gonna work this time. Okay, what about Cartel? Okay, Cartel works. Just move your body to that rhythm. Back to Ira, she's like, damn, I can't counterattack, and when I use my hair, the notes just hit it. I'm cooked. And then her legs fall in the ground. Beethoven says, you dumb hoe, there's music notes everywhere, and now you can't move? Hey, hug this bass clef, ho. And he shoots it at her and we just see a fat ass explosion. But then we just see our goat Okarun save her and he's carrying her away. Ira's like, Okarun, I thought you were a scrub who could only move 2 times. How'd you do this? And he says it's all thanks to Cartel. Beethoven says, you know, I got something for you. And he sends bare notes at them. These notes are coming down with the quickness, but this guy Okarun, he starts remembering the Vibes Cartel song and he gets it now, he understands it. And now Okarun and Ira are dodging all their notes with ease. Turbo's like, okay Okarun, you can hit a little dance, but the ops say, we don't care about Okarun. But with the help they just got, Ira's hair finally catches one. She pulls him down and kicks him in the head. And the man's head actually comes off. Hold on, are these actually bobbleheads? What's going on here? Shorty says it's time to get jiggy. He turns back into a sheet of paper and all his homies see this and they're like, nah, we're not going for this at all, and they start playing their music again. But Beethoven, he's not going out like that. He says it's time to get serious. 9 Symphony, Choral Symphony, and they all start playing again. Ira says, hey, we been there, we seen all this shit already. None of that is gonna work on us now. But then these giant people appear singing and they get transported to an opera house. Is this their final domain? Then the giants open their mouths and people start coming out, and then they start chasing Okarun and Ira. All these people start running at them like they have tickets to the Lotto X Ice Spice concert. I will be there no matter what. They go at it fighting, but they keep coming. Turbo's like, these are just genjutsu, these aren't real, they can't hurt you. Just take down them musicians. Gang, I can't see those bottle heads in this crowd. So Turbo Granny starts looking and she finally sees them. They're hiding behind the giants. But now the people are starting to grab them. Okarun is restrained and Ira's about to get pulled down too, but she reaches out and grabs Okarun. She attaches to the giant, lands on him. Two of the giants see them and they get ready to attack. And bro comes in and slaps his head, and Shorty gives him a rude punch to the neck. Luckily they dodge, but they really just beat up their homie. I didn't know friendly fire was on. Ira kicks Okarun away and says, hey, you gotta get the musicians. I'ma deal with these giants. They not even from Elbaf for real. But one of them punches her to the ground. Damn, we sure that wasn't Conqueror's Haki? She remembers how she was a fodder compared to Evil Eye and she locks in. Attaches to this giant shorty. Then the other giant comes from behind. Punches this one by accident. Ira hops on the next one and homie comes in and gives her a rude punch to the face too. These guys just love to punch. Then she fully wraps this guy's head and he can't even breathe no more. He falls down and she goes and kicks this one in the face bad. Shorty's gonna need them big meat veneers after that one. Now we cut to Okarun and Beethoven and the Mandem are playing their hardest, but Okarun understands it now. He dodges all their attacks. Turbo Granny says, you gotta hurry up, twin. We're gonna be surrounded. And Gang says, I can only go all out twice. So Turbo says there's 5 of them. One hit for all of them will be too slow, but 5 notes in one beat would pack them up. I mean, me personally, I could do that. I don't know if you can do that, but like if I was the MC, I would be able to do that. That's just me though. See, that was some W instigation by Turbo. So bro goes in and hits all 5 of them with his head. Like damn, could bro not do a colder move like punch or a kick or something? He loves using his head. Now they all fall to the ground and the ones attacking Ira disappear as well. And with that, they get transported back to the music room. Shit, we won? Ira, you good? Yeah, I'm blessed. We really beat them thanks to you, ganger. And Turbo says, hell nah, it's me. My lessons got y'all through that. But she tells Okarun, hey gang, what you've learned now ain't shit. My powers go way beyond this. You know what though? 20 episodes in and I'm happy Okarun ain't broken yet. Regular shonen animes have their MCs unbeatable in episode 5. Ira says, who the f were those guys anyway? Duh, the founding fathers of music. Beethoven, Lil Baby, DDG, and French Montana. But they're just everyone's fears of the paintings manifested. And if they come back and play the piano at 2 AM again, they will show up. But if they die, they will die for real. Okarun and Ira do not want to fight them again. They're good. We cut back to the crib and Anthony Davis says, I can't lie gang, let's call Metallica again. Evil Eye prepared for us, we can't beat him ourselves. He says, someone really might end up dead. He turns to Gigi and says, you don't want to be responsible for killing the baddest grandma in anime, do you? Don't worry, we'll perform the exorcism on him tomorrow. I already called them. Momo is like, you can't decide that. I thought we were on a good path now. And all we hear is, Gigi, get out here, you bitch. Him and Momo go up, and Okarun's just staring at him. Momo says, where the f you two been? And Ira pulls out the water. Okarun says, hey, don't interfere. I'm gonna put Evil Eye in a spliff. Show him who's really big dog around here. Shorty says, you're pissing me off. This ain't a game. I was pissed when Evil Eye attacked my shots. 1 time's too far, but twice? Now I gotta show him Wagwan. He says, I thought we could do something, but Evil Eye really is evil. Y'all are trying to accept him? I low-key rate it, but I'm pissed that I'm just weak. Just wait, Gigi. I'll protect Evil Eye. Anthony Davis says, gang, chill. The exorcism is tomorrow, what are you doing? But Psycho says, hey look, he got fire in his words. Let him do what he gotta do. You know if a baddie tells you to shut up, you just gotta shut up. Boom. They get ready. Okarun gets in his stance and Ira throws water at him. Boom, they both go at each other. Hand versus fist, hockey clash. And they finally get ready to scrap to see who's really big dog. Alright, that is all for this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the video, what you thought about the episode. If you want me to keep doing Dandadan, let me know. Hopefully Sword Art Online next week. Hopefully. We're gonna try to get that out. After that, it's looking like gangsta. After that, we might have to do the haiku. But yeah, let me know what else you want me to add to that list. That's what it's looking like so far. And yeah, second channel coming very soon. Hopefully the week after next week, the following week, we're gonna get that running, that up and running, and then go from there. But yeah, appreciate all the love, all the support. We touched 60, that 60 ball, going for that 70 ball. And yeah, catch y'all boys, girls, whoever else, dogs, grandmas, mothers, in the next video. Peace.